Hello, everybody. I just wanted to do a very quick follow-up here. A couple things real quick. It's been 2 years since I did that crazy thing with my laptop, and everything's been fine. I use my laptop every day, so I think that's important for everybody to know that that wasn't just a thing then. I mean, I said it's going to take a while to know if there's a problem. Well, I'd say over 2 years is enough time to know that there's no problem. I think that also everybody was watching that video going, dude, man, you need to get a haircut. So I just wanted to show everybody here, I got myself a haircut. I think everything's looking good here, so I just wanted to put that out there as well. And you might ask the question, why did it take me so long to put it up on the web? Well, one thing was I didn't want to put something up that crazy and then have somebody go, oh, cool, I'll go cover my laptop with water, and then I don't have any justification for that, and I had just done it, and then all of a sudden my laptop goes up in smoke 2 weeks later. So I wanted to give it a little bit of time. I think 2 years is long enough for people to know that it's okay. And in addition to that, I had a very good friend of mine who recently had a child, and his kid knocked a glass of water out of his wife's hand onto his laptop, and he just got a price tag back, and he's kind of saying, oh man, I'm going to have to replace my laptop. He just told me that a couple of days ago. And I said, no way, man. I had this happen with wine, and I got mine fixed, and I videotaped the whole thing. I recorded it so that you can see how it worked, and I said, I'm going to put that up on YouTube for you. So that's the reason why it kind of reminded me that I never got around to putting that up, so I wanted to do that. A couple of questions that people might have. I just wanted to cover them real quick. Water is not a problem. I just want to point that out. A lot of people don't understand how water works. And in my case, since I dumped wine in my laptop, wine is really a sugar-based drink, as is pop, soft drinks, very common. Beer, probably very common, I would imagine. And just keep in mind that if you dump a drink like that in your laptop, other than water, if you dump a drink, then the drink needs to be cleaned off. And the best way to clean a drink off that's sugar-based is with lukewarm water. That's the best way. And that's the reason why I took my laptop, put it in a cookie sheet, and I filled it up with lukewarm water, and that dissolved all the sugars off from the wine, and it cleaned the circuit board and everything completely. So it was great. If you dump just water on your laptop, then just turn it off. Water's not going to damage anything. Just make sure there's no power. And that's really the key here. If you dump something on a laptop or something electronic like that, you've got to turn it off. Macs are great because they automatically shut off anyway. So just keep that in mind. You dump something on your laptop that's a Mac, it's already off. So don't turn it back on. And the other thing is that you got to pull the plug on it. You don't want to have any power in there. If it's a PC laptop, probably easy because you can just pop the back off of it. Like you can just pop the battery out easily, but not so easy on a Mac. So what you need to do obviously is don't turn it back on. You've obviously got a battery in it, and you got to get a hold of the screwdriver so that you can open it up, and then you can unplug the battery then, and I showed on my video where the battery connector is on the Mac Air. So you want to unplug that battery, and then you want to dry it. Now, how did I dry it? I kind of went over that in the video, but I just wanted to point that out. I took my laptop with the bottom off, so it was all open, and I never took anything out of my laptop. I've seen videos here on YouTube where guys are saying, oh, take your laptop apart. I've never taken an electronic device apart. I've always just opened it up so that it can dry. And I've done this many times, and I know that these devices can dry very well if given enough time. And so I just opened up the bottom of my laptop, I put it down by my furnace, and then after it had dried as much as I could tell it was completely dry, then I put it into a sealed container, which was just a large plastic bin type thing, that I could just set my laptop down inside of it, that I could put a cover on it, and then I elevated the laptop off the bottom with just little styrofoam blocks that I cut so that I would just elevate it up by a small amount, not very much. I only elevated it up by about maybe half an inch or so, half an inch. And then I covered the bottom of that with cat litter. Cat litter was the desiccating agent that I used because cat litter absorbs moisture very, very well. So now I had it elevated slightly off a bed of cat litter, and I just let it sit there. By the furnace again, where it's a nice warm area so that any moisture is going to be turning into vapor, going to be absorbed out by the cat litter, and I let it sit like that for another, I think it was 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yes, another 4 days I let it sit like that, and then at that point I then took it out and turned it plugged the battery back in and turned it on, and it's been fine ever since, over 2 years. So I just want to point that out. Evan, if you're going to watch this, I wish you all the best. I hope that it's going to work. I think this is a real important piece of video for everybody out there. There's a lot of people that dump things on their laptops, and I think that this is a great video for you to see how you can actually dump. In my case, I dumped a bunch of water on my laptop, and it's been working fine. And I actually did that intentionally so that I could clean the wine out, which would be the same as a pop or soft drink or beer. It would be the same process for any of those. So I want to wish everybody luck. If it works for you, let me know. I'd really like to hear about that. Put the comments in my comment section here below. It's awesome. And hey, I just want to wish you all the best. Sayonara. God's blessings. Hasta la vista, baby. Shalom. Want to make sure I cover all my bases. And that's all fantastic. So thank you so much. And hey, all the best.